Hi, it's Christine Vendel from PennLive, and I'm out here in Harrisburg near 5th and Maclay. I'm going to show you the scene of a fatal pedestrian accident from early Saturday. So the woman who died was 61 and her name was Dorena Archer, and everyone in town knew her, and she walked around all the time, and that's how she liked to get around. So I'm pulling up here to the scene. I'll get out so I can show you all what the scene looks like. 5th and Maclay is a fairly busy road, and apparently Dureena was walking home from Harrisburg Hospital, where she had gone because her arm hurt, and she had walked to the hospital, and she had walked 2 miles and was almost home when she was struck. So once I get out of the car here, I'll show you where we believe the accident happened and where she lived. She was very close to home. So this is 5th and Maclay. Let me get out of the street. There's been a memorial put up here by friends of Dureena. She was really well known at the corner store sandwich place at 6th and Woodbine. So she would eat breakfast there every morning, and they brought her sandwich they put out here that she normally ordered. So this is the memorial. The police have not said exactly where the accident happened. They just said 5th and Maclay. So it's in this area. We're not sure exactly where, but you can see the memorial here. And Tri-County's right across the street. So this accident happened at 2:30 in the morning. It would have been dark at that point. So she would have been walking down this street, this direction, because she lived with her mother and her brother over there. So she had made it almost the whole 2 miles home until the accident happened here, and she was taken to a hospital where she died from her injuries. So Dureena would walk all around. This was her favorite bar down the street. I'll walk down there, the Lucky 7 Tavern. So she would go sit in there and have a water or cranberry juice, or water and cranberry juice mixed together. She didn't drink alcohol, but liked to hang out and talk to everyone at the club. So literally everyone in Uptown knows Dureena, and they're very upset about the accident. They said she was very careful, typically looked both ways, did not walk out into the road unless she knew it was clear. But when she did get in the road, she was kind of a slow mover. They did say she wasn't really fast, but the traffic would usually slow down and stop for her if she didn't quite make it all the way across. So earlier they had a balloon on her chair where she liked to sit. But now I'll walk down to the sandwich place where she hung out for most of the day. As it turns out, Dureena lost, and everyone knows her as Miss Dureena. She lost her brother to cancer 8 months ago. So that was very hard on the family because he was just 54. So, we're not quite there yet, but I'll keep cutting down the street here. So, sorry I didn't quite take the best route to get over here, but as you can see, we're approaching 6th and Woodbine. And this is where she would hang out, come in for breakfast, get her morning sub, bacon, egg, and cheese with hot sauce and hot peppers. And no matter how hot it was, they said she'd have tears streaming down her face, still be eating her breakfast sub. And they never made her pay for it. They let her have a little cake or a pop. But she was recently having trouble controlling her diabetes, so they started just giving her water to help control her blood sugar. But this is a store where she liked to hang out. So literally anyone that comes in the store pretty much knew who she was. So now we'll walk back to 5th and Maclay. But this is what Doreen would do, is walk around. She liked her freedom, did not want to be stuck at home. Hi. So she was special needs. The family said that when she was born, she had her umbilical cord wrapped around her neck that temporarily caused some problems, and I don't know the full details, but she did require a blood transfusion, her mom said, and then she basically wasn't able to work or hold down a regular job, but did like to stay active, was very well liked. Did not accept money from people. If anyone tried to hand her money, she was not interested in that, but she would take a free sandwich from her friends at the corner store. People at the store thought she was related to the people that owned the store because she was there so often and they took such good care of her. She also went to church right by where she lived, near 5th and Maclay. That's where they're thinking they're going to have her services. I think she also liked to hang out at this gas station. People would see her sitting there sometimes. But now we're back on Maclay. You can get an idea of some of the traffic, but remember, this accident happened at 2:30 in the morning, so I'm not sure what kind of traffic, how well the streetlights work along this route. And although police aren't telling us which side of the road it happened on. We can just imagine that she was crossing from this side to this side because she was coming from downtown and she lived here on the side of the street that I'm walking on. Now we're back to the Lucky 7 Tavern where she liked to hang out. Had a lot of friends there. And it looks like someone is looking at her memorial now. People have been adding candles and there's a teddy bear there. So police haven't released any information about the driver, just to say that he did stay for police. Police have talked to him. He's gonna get out of the way of this driveway here. But this is the church where she had been attending Zion Assembly, so this may be where her services are held. And like I said, across the street she lived with her mom and her brother, so a very short distance from this accident scene. So there's a street light right there. It's unclear if it's working. I've asked the city engineer, because if it was working, the light would be decent. Once the traffic clears, I'll cross back over so you can get a better look at the memorial. Someone write a nice sign here. I'll zoom in for you. I ran into someone at the store who said Doreen babysat her son back in the late 80s because she did love children. And like I mentioned, in case you're just joining us, this is a sandwich that they brought for her from 6th and Woodbine, the family-owned corner store. They used to give her free breakfast sandwiches, and she would eat a big bacon, egg, and cheese sub with hot sauce. So they brought her favorite sandwich here to this memorial. And everyone's pretty distraught over the thought of something bad happening to Miss Doreen, as she was just a kind-hearted soul who was nice to everyone, talked to everyone, didn't hurt anyone or ask for anything. She would even dance inside that store I showed you. She liked to dance and talk to people. So everyone is wanting to get some more answers about exactly how the accident happened, which we may get later this week. So again, to recap, 61 years old, Dureena Archer, known as Ms. Doreen to her friends all throughout Harrisburg. Grew up here, went to high school here, loved to walk around. Police Chief Tom Carter knew her dad. They were friends, and so he knows the family also. Possible services on Saturday at this church across the street. Family's still working on that. But she does come from a large family. I met at least 3 sisters today, and they're all great people. And they're over there right now trying to make the plans with their mother, who is 86, still going strong. So I've got some photos of Doreen that the family shared. So I'll be writing a story for PennLive, and I'll include all of those photos. So if you want to check back in a while, I will post that on our website, but just wanted to give you a visual of the scene and to see the memorial. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll be writing the story for PennLive soon, and you can always email me, send me Twitter questions, or comment on the story when I post it later. Thanks again.